Morning. With Greg here, I'm Andy, episode 2, at-home workouts. Yesterday, Greg went over a few exercises, get your heart rate going. We had some upper body, lower body, explosive movements, really good. Today, Greg's gonna demonstrate a few exercises that are a little bit more simplistic that you can do anywhere. It's not gonna require big, large movements, and they pair nicely together, which I like. This is something that you can do if you have 2 minutes on the hour every hour, if you're working from home still, if you got kids that you're watching and you don't really have that much time to set aside, or if you do have 15-20 minutes to set aside, this is something that you could add to an existing routine that's out there, throw in at the end of a GX class workout that we got going on the Cheryl's stream. It's just something that you can add and supplement with what you're already doing, or something's always better than nothing, so it's something that you can get in quick and easy a few times whenever you can fit it in. So we're gonna go over the pulse lunge today, we're gonna go over the cook hip up, and we're gonna do a little bit of an abdominal circuit together. So he's gonna demonstrate a few of these techniques, and then I'm gonna push him through one quick circuit because he did me yesterday, so it's only fair. So the pulse lunge, this is gonna be something that a lot of people have a tendency to treat like a typical walking lunge. There's one big key difference in that you're stationary, so I want you guys to focus on coming straight down and straight up. So he's gonna do a few here, and while he's going, I'm gonna talk about what is good about his form. Right now you can see he's engaging his abdominals because he's got a neutral spine, very straight. His chin is elevated, and the big thing is the hips. So he's coming straight down and straight up. I like to tell people to think about your hips or your pelvis as a pail full of water when you're doing the pulse lunge, and imagine that pail full of water topped off at the brim, and you don't want to spill that water off of the top. So any kind of tilt forward or back is not what we want for this exercise. You want to be coming straight down and straight up, just like Greg is right here. To pair with this is going to hit your quads, you're going to hit your glutes, you're going to hit your groin muscles a little bit with this, but it's going to really hit those quads on that front end. We want to also pair with that posterior chain here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a typical hip up, and all we're going to do is elevate your feet. Toes pointed in the air, heels down. The elevation really doesn't matter. You can use stairs at home. You can use a step up if you have something like this. You can use a chair. But the toes are going to be elevated. By doing that, you're going to isolate a lot more of those hamstrings here. So he's going to do 20 of these in our circuit. But like I said, depending on how much time you have or how much you want to push it, you can kind of gauge what you have at home to make your reps get in what you can. So we're going to go 20 on the cook hip ups, and then we're going to go into an abdominal circuit. This first one that we're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way for you, Greg, is we're going to do the single leg scissor. So Greg's doing a little warm up here, but what we're going to do with the scissor is you're going to lower your legs a little lower than what Greg's got now. So it's just a couple inches off the ground. You're going to keep your right leg stationary, move the left leg out, bring it back together like in a scissors motion. Then after completing about 10 of these on the left side, we're going to go 10 on the right side. Now you can alternate, or you can do one side, other side. You can choose what you do on that. I like to alternate, but Greg's doing one side each. It doesn't really matter. Next we're going to go into just a leg raise, typical leg raise, feet together, all the way up, all the way down. We should have a second camera right over his face to see his facial expressions right now. And then we're going to go flutter kicks. And I like going big, slow flutter kicks. Warm up those muscles, and then to kick it into gear, we're going to split it up half and half. So we're going to run them through at a full one here in a sec. But now we're going to show the short and sweet. So really quick, fast, burn out towards the end. Good. You can go ahead and rest for a minute here. That was a good demonstration of proper technique. We're going to give him a minute to rest, and we're going to run him through a full cycle, which you'll see on the timer here should take about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Like I said, if you got 5 minutes, run through as many rounds as you can. If you got 10 minutes, do a workout like yesterday Greg posted, or do something that you have a routine if you're working with a trainer already, and add this to the end of it. When we do this second portion now, he's going to go through it, and at the end I'm just going to push him and have him burn out. But we can tailor it to whatever type of workout you got. If you have questions, make sure you're reaching out to us. So if you're working with a trainer, talk with your trainer, email, call, whatever it is. Post in the comments section on Greg's stream, or email me directly, andrew@fitevomn.com, or post to our Fitness Evolution Facebook page too. So we're going to start with pulse lunges here. We're going to go 10 each side. Good form, chin up. I hope you're counting because I'm looking at the time here. Good. 10 on the other side. So you can see right there, he's coming a little forward, but he's just corrected good. And one way you can tell if you don't have a mirror is nice. If you don't have a mirror, look at your front foot. Make sure you're putting weight through that back heel. If that back heel's coming up, you're front loaded. So.
20.
Yep, got 20 cook hip ups here. Now you should feel these in the hamstrings. By just elevating those toes up in the air and having those feet elevated a little bit. Like I said, you can use anything that you have. You can use a book at home. You're going to think about squeezing those glutes to the top to get those hips all the way through, but you're really going to feel it all the way up and down those hamstrings into the glutes. The reason these pair nicely together is they're antagonistic pairs, so they work opposite of each other. Good. Now we're going to go to the burnout. So he's going to start with the scissors, single leg scissors, keeping your feet as low to the ground as possible. The higher you are, the easier it's going to be. So to make it easier, if it's hard for you to start here, you can raise up your feet a little bit higher. To make it harder, you can keep them lower to the ground. Now while he's counting 2, keep in mind if there's any injuries that you have, listen to your body. So if something like pulse lunge, if you got knee issues, if getting down and doing these types of abdominal exercises, you have back issues, ask your trainer or email me for progressions or modifications. Listen to your body is the big thing. If there's bad pain, stop. Most people that have been working out know the difference between good pain, bad pain. Listen to your body and ask questions. Now we're going to go right into the leg raise. We're just going to do 5 leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now flutter kicks, big flutter kicks. We got the timer on the wall here. We're gonna try to kick his butt because he did mine yesterday. We're gonna go 30 seconds on the flutter kicks big, and then we're gonna go as long as we can on the short and sweet. So he's gotta grind this out here, big and slow. Now start with 5 seconds, 10 seconds. For me, what I like to do is if you got 5 minutes on the hour, do what you can and then try to improve every day. You can start with 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Now go ahead and do short and sweet, and you're gonna go as long as you can. Fast, short, range of motion, really engage those abdominals. Your hip flexors are gonna be firing too.
Oh, this sucks.
You're doing good. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You're at 20 seconds right now. Get at least 10 more seconds. 2, 1, nice job. All right, so like I said, ask questions, email me, post in the comments section. If there's any requests you guys have, as far as different types of workouts that you want, I like this short and quick, something that you can do at home, but we'll be posting a different variety. But reach out to us and keep in touch. Hopefully we're back in business soon.